Hello everyone, this is Ming Zhong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 E-minutes futures. That's for the session of 25th of June. In this video, I am going to show you the market recap on the last session, plus two trade reviews in the entry time frame, which I will cover the entry, exits, and the rationale behind. And those two trades happen in the US sessions. So one thing that I would like to highlight here is I will elaborate a bit more on my mistakes. I think it's about 3 mistakes that I made on one of the trade there. All right. So going forward, I will cover the bias, the key levels, and also the potential setup for the session later. So let's just get started. As you can see in this daily chart here, yesterday was a bearish day, and we can see there's a sharp sell-off here, and together with the increasing of the supply level. So this sort of the supply level is definitely a lot higher than the past 5 session. So I think this is definitely worth to pay attention to. So supply come in, and that's in sync with the bearish results. So let me get down to the H1, and I think there are a lot more details there. So first thing that stands out to me is actually the sell-off. We finally broke down from this range here. So let me grab this. Okay, so this is the range that I'm talking about. Okay, and this is another range. Yeah. So basically, we have been in the trading range for quite some time, about 6 or 7 sessions, and it just wouldn't go commit to the upside or either to the downside. We have seen a false breakdown there, so I thought was a spring, but eventually it didn't really have a very good sign of a strength rally to break out, followed by a backing up. So this kind of the action just means that it will just stay within the range for a bit more, a bit longer. And finally, we have seen this breakdown happen here. So the sell-off actually happened at the US session about 9 o'clock my time. And subsequently, you can see the first 3 hours containing a very sharp sell-off, and together with the increasing of the supply level. And one thing that is worth to pay attention to is about the demand. So you can see that the demand level is actually not really aggressive as reflected in the results, because just right after the sell-off here, we see that subsequently it just go into a trading range without a really aggressive demand to have a rally up to actually test this resistance level at about 3060. So I would say that the demand is kind of like poor quality, definitely not aggressive enough to push the price up. And subsequently, in the morning session today, we can see there's a follow through to the sell-off, and we have seen another leg down, and currently it has some kind of the recovery back into the trading range here as well. And this is definitely some kind of the bearish sign. And let me get down to the M3 time frame and to have those two trade reviews done. All right, so this is the M3 time frame. Let me get to the opening session. Yep, there we go. All right, so if you recorded in my video yesterday, you should remember that I talked about potential long entry, because yesterday my bias was still a bit bullish, because I thought we will still be in the trading range, and if we see a rebound from the support at the trading range at around 3060, which is this line here, 3060. Let me grab this. Okay, so this is the line here, 3060, and I can definitely enter long there. But you can see that this is actually my entry. So it's at about 1024. Let me hide this. Okay. So why did I enter into this trade? So firstly, I think the first mistake that I made is I thought I just totally underestimate this kind of the move with the supply level. So I just underestimate the supply level. This supply level is actually pretty impressive and pretty high. Although this kind of the move down isn't that powerful or isn't that extensive, but definitely this is the supply level that's worth my attention. I just underestimate this kind of the supply level. That's why I thought that we might find a bottom at around 3070. So instead of waiting for a test at 3060, I have an early entry. So the second mistake was not waiting for the support level at 3060. And the third mistake definitely is you can see that I entered it here. So the reason is because of this kind of the localized breakout. So I thought a bottom is formed here and followed by a test. So this is the first leg down, and we have another test, and you can see that the volume isn't that scary, and eventually we have a breakout here. So that is why I just entered the trade here. But instead, I played it very aggressive, early entry, instead of waiting for this kind of the confirmation above this commitment bar. So this is the commitment bar to the downside. So I should have actually waited the candles or the bar to commit above the level, or at least break out and close above this level in order to enter the long trade. But I just didn't. So I underestimated the supply level, and I didn't wait for a test at the proper 3060 support level. So this is at a bit higher, about 3075, or my entry is around 3080. So the third thing is third mistake, definitely didn't wait for the confirmation. So that's how it actually unfold, and you can see that my actual trade, I think, should be somewhere around here, and with stop loss just below. Yeah, I think I get actually stop out at this bar at about 10:36 my time. So these were the three mistakes. I think I definitely need to take a good look and not to make them again. And one thing that I really do good or make it correct, do it correctly, is definitely I actually reverse a trade. So this is the second trade, because I just think that, oh, okay, got stopped out. Well, maybe you can just have another bounce here. At that time, I just think, well, it could possibly show some kind of the bounce up, because there is this kind of the you can see that the shortening of the trust with this kind of the descending wedge. So definitely, I was still hoping for trading a rebound, but you can see, unfortunately, or eventually, the price actually just did not agree with me. And instead of a rebound, we can see the rejection tail, and eventually had a commitment and breakdown below this localized support area. And this is where I go short just after the close of this bar at about I think it's 11 o'clock. Let me check. Yeah, so this is the bar at about 11:06. So just right after the short, then I just place my limits exit at around 3030. So why 3030? If you look at the past trading session, you can see that we had a shakeout here. So this is somewhere around 3030. So that's why I just use my limit order to exit the short trade and close my short there. So overall, not too bad. One win, one loss, and I think overall still got some profit, but not much. Probably still less than 1 hour in this case. All right, so let me have a look here. Yeah, you can see that subsequently we had a rebound at around 3020, but just look at the rebound. The rebound is just a very shallow. That means that the demand is really not aggressive, and the supply level is just too great and overwhelm the demand. And you can see eventually just close at about 3037. So I think in this kind of the situation, if we didn't really have any kind of the aggressive demand to kick in, then definitely we'll see a downside follow through to test the swing low here at around 2930 or 2920, where I highlighted in this yellow line here. So far, if you just take a look what's happening right now, just after the sell-off, we have a pretty just flat consolidation here. And in the Asian session, 9 o'clock my time here, we have a commitment to the downside. Look at this bearish bar here. And also subsequently, we have a very mediocre rally up and then followed by another sell-off in the European London session. And currently price is recovering, and pretty much we are still within this little range here. So that's from about 3020 to 3050. So far we're still trading within this range. I think we just need to wait how you actually test this range here. So my bias for today, day trading, is definitely bearish. But for the long-term time frame, definitely I think we're still in a very bullish environment, or at least if you look at the daily chart here, still overall is pretty good, strong uptrend, and we have a change of character here, and that's why it actually formed a. I actually anticipated trading range from 2920 to around 3230. So this is where I actually anticipate the price will travel. Maybe you can just do something like this. Sorry, let me delete this. Okay, so if the price is going to continue to go down, then it will probably test the low here, and hopefully you can just rebound and until it actually settle down. Then my view or my bias is still to the upside to look for a breakout eventually. So this is for the long-term time frame. I think going forward, the immediate key levels that I pay attention to definitely is the swing high here, about 3050. So what I would like to see is how the price can actually interact within this range. So we're still talking about this little range here from 3020 to around 3050. So now it's just a comeback up, whether you can just have a test of this morning down bar and then followed by a sell-off, or even actually in fact a breakdown during the US session, maybe a continuation to the downside. So we just need to see how it goes. So the resistance that I pay attention to definitely is around, I think from here, 3030 to around 3050, pretty much is within this range. And definitely 3060 is a resistance level, whether you can just break above and then turn down, rejection, then that could become a good short entry. And the immediate support level that I'm looking for is actually further down. If it just broke this range at 3020, oh sorry, should be, yeah, the swing low here is about 3000. So if it can just broke the first level 3020, I think it will just test this 3000, and eventually we should see 2980 or even this swing low here at 2920. So I think if you want to think about the key support level, definitely the swing low at 2920 is a key support level, and 2980 to 3000 is another good support level. So 2980 about 3000, and also this swing low at 2920. So these are the immediate support levels. And for the potential setup later, I mentioned briefly just now. Actually, I'm looking for maybe a rally up to see how it can actually interact with this high here, the non-RTH high at around 3050. And if you can just make it a bit further, then definitely at the resistance level at 3060. Then you can just follow up by a rejection, then this could be a good short entry place. Next one could be a breakdown of this trading range here. So this is one of the possibility as well. So far today, I think I just switch my view to bearish and look for opportunity to short. Alright, so this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something out from this video. So if you like the video, just click like and also hover to my name or picture to follow me. Do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification of my future videos. So if you have any kind of the questions, comments, or any trade ideas you'd like to share with me, feel free to comment below. I will definitely reply to you. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.